Hello, welcome to Creality Print. In this video, we're going to be looking at Creality Print version 7.0.1. Let's rush to this topic. Creality Print has a pre-release of version 7, which is the version 7.0.1. They added a couple things, not that many. There are many bug fixes and stuff like that. So let's go over to Creality Print and see what things they have added. Okay, we are now in GitHub, and this is Creality Official Creality Print version 7.0.1. So let's go ahead and read what they had added in this version. New feature. Number 1 here is support connecting printers via Fluid. It's about time Creality integrated Fluid into their interface of Creality Print. Let's take a look at this. Okay, step 1 is manually add device. I'm not going to read all of this. You guys can go ahead and read it. But basically what you do is you click the add manual button here. This pop up, you change this to Octo Clipper. Then you put in your IP address and the port number. You click the test button and then it should connect to your 3D printer. I will show you guys how to do this in a bit here. But it's so good that they have integrated this into Creality Print so that you don't have to, use Orca slicers, use other type of slicers and stuff like that. It is about time. But there's one downfall of this, and I will show you guys what that is later. Okay, step 2, select printers, preset, and bind the device. Ooh, look at this. So from this, we can choose a preset configuration that matches the printer from the list, as you can see right here. But if you add the device manually and you use a port number for Fluid, Creality Print will read this as other instead of like a K2 Plus, K1 Max, K2 Pro, or whatever device you have. It will just read as other and then show the device and show the IP address here. Step 3 is send print job. So once it's actually bound, you can send print job to the device. You can just click print, or you can click that and it will print or do whatever you want, and you will have this interface here. You can control everything. So much things that you can do with Fluid, and I will show you guys all the information here in a bit. Number 2, new seam back alignment option. Okay, this update introduced a new seam back alignment. I think I have seen this like such a long time ago. Maybe it was in Orca Slicer, right? Yeah, but yeah, it's about time they add this because the seam, to me personally now, I don't really mind the seam at all unless I do like really tight tolerance. Then the seam comes to like a huge play because that adds an extra like 0.1 or 0.05 millimeter to your part, and it's not gonna fit that well. So seam, it's not really important for me, but if it's tolerance, then yes, it is very important. So it's good that they add this, I guess. And then we just get all bug fixes and optimization for Creality Print. You can go ahead and read all of this because I do notice that some people have trouble with these. There's not that many issues that I come upon with. It's just that the one main issue is that I cannot connect my K2 Plus to Creality Print, which is very annoying. But I figured that out. I just need to do a hard reset on the 3D printer. Basically, you wiped everything, factory reset. At the bottom here, it says you can download and start using this today. Okay, let's head over to Creality Print right here. This is the latest, newest version. So I'm going to show you how to connect your device via Fluid, and there's one downfall for that. Okay, so what you want to do first is go to the tab up here, click Device, and here you can create new groups or just use the group you already have. And over to the right here, you can select Manual Add, and then you click Other right here. Then the host type, you will need to change this to Octo and Clipper. Then down here, host name, IP address, or URL. I mainly just use the IP address. To find this, you can go to your 3D printer's screen, go to Wi-Fi, and then it should be right there. So once we have this, you can click test. Oh no, it's not connected to Octoprint. Well, you need to add the port number. What is the port number? I'm surprised that they don't show you the port number in here. They just say that port number. So what is the port number? But if you do a Google search, you will definitely get it. But here I will show you what the port number is. You do a colon 4408 for Clipper. Once you have this, you click test and it should connect to the printer successfully. So once you have that, you can just click OK. And boom, right here, we have the 3D printer right here. You can click the pencil, change this. You can change the name right here, so you know which one you're using. Now that we have this, we can click the detail button right here. and boom, we are connected to the 3D printer. You can control your 3D printers from here. You can see your print jobs right here. You can control, move up and down, stuff like that, control the flow. And right here is all your macro. You can, click this. It's going to do a G28 test. It's going to do accuracy test. You can do box load, basically lots and lots of things right here. You can see what you're printing here also. You can control the fan. Hopefully you can hear that. You can control how fast the 3D printer is moving, stuff like that. And then on the left here is the console, which is like everything, like commands running, so you can see what is happening to a 3D printer. G-code preview, this will show when you are printing. Jobs, just your previous job, stuff like that. History, stuff like that. Like this, I only got 3 print jobs because I restarted my K2 Plus, and which is kind of annoying, but it's whatever. It's working out. And you can also see your bed mesh. This is a huge one. Even though the bed mesh here looks really bad, the print comes out good, so I don't really mess with this. Configuration, you can go inside of the printer configuration here. You can change all of this however you want, and you can save, and your 3D printer is gonna do what you're doing. But don't delete any of these files, because if you do, you might ruin your 3D printer. If you're gonna do something, copy the original file and then change it. And at the bottom here is your setting. You can, change any setting that you want, show animation. You can do lots of things. You can, basically everything, anything that you want. But there's one downfall for this, is that there's no camera. Creality has not integrated camera into Fluid yet. I don't know why. I can show you guys how to do that, but if you want, leave a comments down below. I will show you how to do that. If not, then you can just Google search, and there's like many tutorials out there how to get the camera here. Yeah, that's the only downfall. There you go. This is Fluid for Creality Print for Creality 3D printer. It's amazing, right? They add this, so we can use all of this, we can control, we can do so much now, which is pretty cool. That'll be it for this. I'll leave a link down below if you're interested in this version. Creality has integrated Fluid into Creality Print, which is a huge plus. Before this, I used Orca slicers a lot because they have Fluid and it's a really good slicer. But now Creality added Fluid to Creality Print. I might start using Creality Print a little bit more now. Just because the interface, you can do so many things. You can still send print, you can sync the CIFS to Creality Print, and then work from there. It's a little bit easier since it's the same company that make it, right? But like I showed you there, the one downfall for this is the camera. You cannot see the camera for your 3D printer. But there are many solutions out there that people have integrated into making the camera come back again. I did not show it in this video, but if you want to, leave a comment down below and I can show you guys how to do that to add the camera to Creality Print for your 3D printers. There are many videos out there. If you just Google search, you would definitely get one. But if you want to see me do it, leave a comment down below and I will get that video out. I'll leave a link down below for Creality Print on GitHub. But that'll be it for this video. Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please leave a like, subscribe to the channel because more amazing videos like this is coming. And if you haven't yet become a member of the YouTube channel, it helps me tremendously. And as always, keep on 3D printing.